Okay, we're recording. Good morning, ladies. Ansley is on an amazing vacation. I am so excited for them. And so I volunteered-ish to stand in for her for today's Business Builders meeting. I'm really kind of excited about it because there are lots of things non-Plexus that I can share that are actually really, I think, can be really, really helpful. We'll see. It depends on different people, but I did the challenge myself of Facebook Lives for almost all of October. There was probably, I think altogether, there was probably about a week where I 7 days-ish that I didn't get on for various reasons and crazy. And right now I am doing and failing at it, but I'm picking it up and I'm going to do this better. A 14-day challenge with Ray Higdon. If you have not heard of him, he's a former network marketer who coaches now. And he was at the top of his various companies. He's really quite good at this, you know, making people get out of their comfort zones to do the things that they need to do, because partly I think because he's coming from a position of that was his full-time job. And when it's your full-time job, I know that there is more drive and more hunger that you attach yourself to, and you just don't stop. You just do the things, you meet the people. He said he has, well, this isn't what I was going to talk about, but I do want to mention this because he does a lot, and I think this is really important about goal setting. He talks a lot about how making goals like I'm going to add 3 new ambassadors or 3 new customers this week, they're unrealistic. You don't know that. You are going to talk to a variety of people and you don't know who's going to sign up. So all you can do is be in love with the process of meeting people, talking to them, telling them about Plexus and the opportunity and the products, and continue the conversations. You just can't be married to, which I need because my feelings are hurt all of the time by people who I had, for instance, several people join the, I think it was a seven-day slim on Gut Glam, and I feel like I'm the only person who knows people who are allergic to stevia. Either that or they're thinking that stevia allergy is the same as detox, because I had a friend have it and I swear to you, she probably tried 2 days and she said she felt awful and like she was having palpitations. And I said, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me while this was going on? She told me this when I was at her house. And I said, why didn't you tell me this while this was happening? Because you probably need more water. And yes, it probably is about some detoxing. And so she's tried other things and doesn't, you know, I'm also finding, not surprisingly, like myself, there are people who like to try all of the things and not stick with them. So she is one of those people who's tried every shake on the planet and every energy drink and all of, you know. So she said she was also going into a sinus infection. So she didn't know if that had something to do with it. Yeah, possibly. Possibly you just need more water. But on this goal setting thing, that also reminded me, Andrea Mitchell talks a lot about ad tag message being her go-to for getting people involved with Plexus. And her recommendation is adding 20 people a day to ad tag message. I don't know 20 people a day. At least I don't feel like I do, but the internet's a big place, so I really could get there. But between Andrea Mitchell and Ray Higdon saying, set a goal of talking to 20 people a day, which scares me to death, but the talking to is just, hey, how's it going? I'm just reaching out because I have this thing that you might be interested in. Would you mind watching a video, which we've got plenty of reasonably lengthed, short, medium videos. Would you be interested? If not, no big deal. That is such speaks to me way of talking, because carrying on long conversations can upset people when you finally bring out to them that you're talking about selling them something, and they're thinking, great, this is why you're talking to me. That's really helpful. So I thought those were kind of important points to bring up. 20 people a day is shocking, a shocking goal. But the whole idea with that is, as we all are aware, dripping Plexus information on them. And groups like Gut Glam are so helpful, because you can put in those groups the things that you can't say on your wall. The testimonies that are not compliant, the things that you want people to know that you can't just flat out say in a post. Which also brings me back to my silly Facebook Lives and this current 14-day challenge with Ray has been, excuse me, leave, run away. Sorry. The current 14-day challenge is specifically a marketing challenge and Facebook Living. So his suggestions are good. Make sure that your background is clean, nothing fancy necessary, just not messy. Okay, use good lighting, a ring light, a window, whatever. Before you go live, because of Facebook algorithms, you want to engage with 20 other posts, stories, or lives, making sure that they're not just likes. If you can comment, or if you can use some sort of other emoji, that helps, so that when you do go live, your live pops up at the top. Otherwise, I don't know what's happening with Facebook lately, because I used to be able to see who was active also, and my app's not showing anything except the people in my house who share the Wi-Fi. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, if you can check to see if your active works, I don't know if it's just me. You can tell when people are on at greater amounts during the day, and then pick those kinds of times of days where more people are on, and go live after you've interacted. Try not to have a lot of noise in the background. If something unexpected happens, just explain it and move on. No big deal. So if a pan falls, or we usually have tree cutters in the neighborhood, just sorry, it's happening, blah, blah, get on, not whoa, like I want to, and, you know, cry and start over. No, just carry on. So just to cut this, my big part of this, this particular challenge is moving my lives to a business page. I forgot to look into this before our meeting, but it sounds like from all kinds of other network marketers not in Plexus that Facebook really does not like us selling things from our personal pages. So if we mention Plexus, I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I don't know if anybody else has any information on that that would be useful, but I felt like I needed to have a business page, and now I'm a little afraid to go public on it because people, there will be haters, there will be creeps, there will be all kinds of whatever, and I'm a little leery of that. But I know that that will be helpful for people to find me and me to find them who resonate with each other. So anyway, when you're live, if you can engage with your viewers as much as possible, when you get to see a little, if you haven't done one, I think you can turn them off, but I didn't know this, so I'm glad I didn't know. You can see the names pop up, and I try not to embarrass people by saying, hey, thanks for watching, just from seeing the green, because they don't all know that I know that they're watching. I try to just say hi when they say hi, or put an emoji or something. Then if you can't, or if you don't know the people, so if it's public and somebody comments that you don't know, then you can go back and you want to emoji all of those comments and respond to all of those comments, because that also will push it up to the top so that your friends can see it more than just in the first half hour after you've done it. And so that if they're prospects, you're having a conversation. So the other really interesting thing that he talks about in this is talking about on your lives things that may or may not have anything at all to do with Plexus, and then transitioning, weirdly or not, from I'm making beer today, and speaking of nothing that has to do with beer, if you'd like more energy, I have a list of 5 things that you can do, or contact me about my business, or contact me about my product, or whatever after that, because otherwise they aren't going to know. Which my lives in October were a whole lot of just me talking, sharing whatever, things I thought about sharing, and they really didn't necessarily drive any kind of conversation, unfortunately. So that was what I was especially thinking for this marketing challenge of his would be helpful for me, because the transitioning from talking about things small, big, deep, shallow, whatever, to I would really like to introduce you to what I sell was not happening for me. But it's so important for whoever and whatever to just get over. I mean, this stupid fear, just get over it. Say what you have to say. Tell them you have something amazing and have them come to you. And then if you have something to give them, like a list or a recipe or anything like that, you can answer on your phone on Messenger and say that as soon as you get back to your computer, you would love to send that to them and have a different conversation real quick while they're waiting. That call to action to contact me about this freebie that I'm offering, or this recipe that I have, or something, can get people to contact you. And then you go back to them with this and say, I'd love to when I get back to my computer. Right now, though, what are you looking for? Have you considered a home business, if your talk had something to do with that? Have you considered supplements? Do you have any health problems? The usual conversations that we might have. And then it has that added time to talk about it before you move on to actually giving them the free thing, which is always good too, because that helps people with the trusting. So the final thing that he was talking about this morning, which is, I think most of us do this anyway, but it's really important, is that we invest in ourselves and in what we're doing with Plexus. We learn as much as we can, but we don't have to position ourselves as experts, because if we do, then fewer people will think they'll be able to do this too. Most of the time will think, oh my gosh, you have to be a doctor or whatever to know all those ingredients and how they all work. And sometimes yes, but at least knowing where to find those answers should be enough for most people. and then teach, because that's what people who do all of the teaching do. They learn it from someone else. They have a book. They teach it to other people and then keep the cycle going. So that was my big, huge Facebook Live. I hope that was helpful. I didn't look into it. I did, but I didn't, about Plexus things. I know that Super Silver is extended through November and December. Does anybody else have any fun information to share about Plexus?
I'm just super excited about the Slay Your Season or Slay the Season. I just did a post on it. So I got somebody who messaged me and was like, oh, I want to learn about it. I'm like, sweet, let's do this. Wendy and my mom are planning on doing the 26th. So we're all going to do a group on the 26th, and we're going to do I'm going to do a full Facebook thing where I do workout challenges with everybody.
Cool.
For the 2 weeks. And then I'm going to offer like some sort of, I don't know, I was thinking like an Amazon gift card or something at the end for whoever participates and all that. So I'm excited about that, because if this goes well, then, planning on doing more like challenges like that, because it gets people engaged and excited. And the protein powder, I'm so pumped about, because we actually have a good protein powder that, I'm not looking at a different company for, because that's what I did for the competition. I had to get more protein, and so I used that. But I'm pumped about it. Super excited. You have no idea.
I could not get anyone involved, and I really thought I would, but I think maybe it's because it was the earlier group that started this week on Got Glam. They started on the 5th. Where is the 26th going to be? What group is that going to be in?
I was just going to create a group. So
okay.
if you want to bring people to it, let me know. I know that we were going to try to get everybody, we were going to do one before Thanksgiving and then one after, but it was way too much to try to get everybody involved and excited and all that. Did you make a Facebook post?
I didn't. No. No, I might have.
So maybe that's a good topic for a live for you,
I think I did talk about it in my live too.
Did you?
I did, yeah.
And making a post, because I think sometimes people don't take the time to watch a live.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So they'll see like a post and they'll read that quickly, especially if it's kind of,
a picture. I think that was it. It wasn't with a picture. And I think that made a difference.
I always, no matter what, post with a picture. And the reason I do that is because I don't like to look at things that don't have pictures. And so I know that
get lost. Yeah.
Yep. There's a lot of people, and the good pictures are important, not fuzzy and all that kind of stuff. But, I was excited. I didn't know about, when you were talking about engaging with 20 other posts before going live. I never knew that. I'm still afraid of lives, but but I think that's important to know about the 20 posts or whatnot.
Yeah, and not just that doesn't really do anything for you, because Facebook wants to see us use their platform to engage. So yeah, they want words, they want emojis. Happy joy.
Brianna.
Yes.
I loved your Facebook post. Now, when somebody messages you, can you share with the group what you send them and how you incorporate them starting the lean program? Could you do that for us?
Yes, I can try. So this is the first time I've said anything about the weight loss challenge because I haven't done it. Just simply that. I haven't done it. Because I wanted to sit down and think of some sort of creative way to message people or post about it. I actually took Ansley's post and I reworded some of it. So she made a post about, having a people do it with her and all that kind of stuff. So the person who messaged me, he is somebody that I've talked to over and over and over about Plexus. He's just never taken the next step. And he just asked me how they tasted. And I was like, they're amazing. And he was like, okay. I said, but we also have the 60-day money back guarantee. So if you hate something from our company, you can totally get your money back for it. The only thing, Rhonda, you're only going to be able to get money back for one of the liens, right?
I don't know that. I'll have to ask. Well, if you're doing a welcome pack though, wouldn't they give you a 60-day money back guarantee on all of the products that you ordered?
I would think so.
That's what I'm thinking.
I just had to do a 60-day money back, and they give you for the whole thing.
Okay.
And then
okay.
you don't have to send anything or whatever each product is, but you can only do each product once.
Right.
Okay. That's what I thought too. Thanks, Alexis.
Okay. So, let's see. He said, how's all this work? And I need to find something to kick my soda addiction. So I'm going to talk about how the Slim is going to help with his sugar cravings with the soda. He's also extremely addicted to energy drinks. Always has been, and he throws it in my face all the time, and I'm like, dude, I know what will help you. And he's also has tummy issues, because that's the first thing we talked about since I do nutrition and everything. When I first met him, he asked me about gut health. And so I explained all this to him. And like I said, I'm going to talk about the Slim, how it's going to help with that. And then the weight loss, how the protein will help with, I think it helps with cravings also, because I like to eat more often. And so if I eat, if I do a snack instead of a meal, so I do one of the scoops, then I'm less likely to go, okay, I need something right now. So I have that instead of the soda, or that instead of whatever, because I don't really drink soda either. But I do like ice cream. And as you can tell, I've been eating some of that. So yeah, that's what I'm going to say. And I'm going to talk to him about the combo pack and how that's going to help, and staying accountable. So having other team members or friends keep you accountable.
It sounds like the Edge would be really good for him too then, if energy drinks are his.
Exactly. And that being in the combo pack, I think will be great. I love the block for this season. I think that's going to be really good for this weight loss challenge because of what it can do. So I don't really have anything that I just say. I just go with whatever I know most of the time. Does that make sense? I know that because I've been out of the game for a little while. So taking a step back, Wendy and I did a sip and see on Friday, and I was so nervous because I haven't done anything like that for a while. But getting out there and actually talking about it and talking about how amazing the products are and what they've done for the people that I've seen, it got me excited again because I know that these products work. It's just so easy to go back into my shell at home. So easy to go, I don't need to go on Facebook today. I don't want to message anybody. I'm having a hard day, so why should I do that? But instead of thinking about myself, it should be, I know that I can help somebody else better their lives today. Why not do it? But it's that mind shift that Rhonda's taught us since the beginning. You have to change your mind shift. Mm-hmm. And I started counseling, and that's really helping me shift my mind because it totally took me to the Christian lifestyle and how kindness and, all of that kind of stuff. I was already nice to people, but the way that you do it through God is completely different because it's not about me. It's not about what I can do for people. It's about what we can do for people. And that totally within the last month has completely shifted my mind. And it is baby steps because it is scary and it is, we want to do it scared. I get that. But at the same time, it's hard to do it scared. I it's become such a bad habit of reversing back inside and going, nope, the devil told me I couldn't do that. Nope, that's not going to happen. But instead of letting that happen, it's like lean on each other, say, hey, I'm having a hard day. What should I do? Is there a saying that you tell yourself? Is there a prayer that you say to yourself, And yesterday I also took the time to write up, a schedule, so that I know that this is when I'm doing Plexus, because I've never done that before. I've just kind of flown by the seat of my pants, and it doesn't work.
Yeah. I can't remember which, who was that and where was it posted? The Diamond, she has blonde hair, and I think her name's Erin. I don't know. Somebody had posted her video, and she was talking about how she prospects 1 week a month. And then she replies, 1 week a month. And I went, what? What? I sit here stressing out for 9 hours a day. And I'm going nowhere fast with that. So listening to her say that, look, my hours are this to this, and outside of that time, I'm with my family, or I have this, and this, and that's why I do this. And I thought, well, yeah, that's right. I mean, why make it harder than it needs to be?
Yeah.
Reach out in your hours, like Ansley says, put your shingle out and let people know. Do your reach outs at that point, and then shut it down at certain points, because you just need to. Yeah. And that really does make a whole lot of sense.
Well, you have to, I've realized through this journey too, you have to fill your cup up. You can't have an empty cup and try to run a business.
Yes.
Like for instance, I'm on a business trip with my husband in Chicago, and I'm working, but then I'm going shopping. So I'm filling my cup up while he's working. I shopped in Target for an hour and almost 2 hours yesterday, only because I can, and I got another Christmas, birthday, Christmas gifts done.
That's
just doing
fun.
that. So you have to constantly fill your cup up, guys. That I stress that more than ever. And if you don't mind me sharing, I started a gratitude journal. I just got that at Amazon, and it says, today I'm grateful for, and then you put that down. I have been going a step further and putting my affirmations down. Now, you guys don't know, I don't do affirmations every day. I got into a little bit, I'm being honest, I got into a little bit of a funk. And so I started saying, the last few weeks, I only attract strong business builders everywhere I go. Influential, I can't even say that word. People flock to me. People join my team that are serious about running. They are confident people, stuff like that. And then I have a prayer. I declare it. I deserve it. I believe it. That makes a world of difference. It really does. And when a affirmation or something negative comes in your head, even a negative affirmation, catch it and switch it around. That makes the difference on how your day goes. So, didn't mean to take over, but that's what's working for me.
I love that. I absolutely love that. And it's true, like Rhonda said, we all go through seasons, and Ansley's talked about this before, and I didn't get it in the beginning. I'm like, you guys are crazy, like this is so much fun. And then all of a sudden life happened. Life happens to all of us. It happens to non-believers, believers, it happens to business builders, it happens to moms who stay at home, and it happens to everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. Yeah. And with having the type of team that we do, we actually have people who stand by each other and want each other to succeed. Not competition, but want each other to succeed, which is an amazing, feeling, because there aren't very many teams out there like that. Yeah. Most of the people that, like I did Mary Kay for a little while. And, I never felt like I was part of the team. I always felt like they were just using me to get to the next step. But I have never for 1 second felt like I was not part of this team ever. You know, Ansley makes sure that we all feel love and that, you know, encouragement. And yeah, she is building a business. And yes, we are all business builders that get on these meetings. So yeah, sometimes we need to hear tough love. I don't like tough love, but sometimes we need to hear that to get us to the next step because, you know, but we also need that person that's going to stand beside us instead of, you know, step on our heads to get to the next place. So,
Yep.
and I feel that here. And, you know, Rhonda going to Hawaii, I want us all to be there. I like that just makes me so excited. I could care less about the daily grind. I know that it's important, but like being with each other and experience life together and, you know, doing like getaways where we learn and we grow together. That's what makes this so much fun because we don't have to, you know, we can go shopping like Rhonda talked about. We don't have to sit at home and not do anything. Or if our husbands have to go on a business trip, we can do that. You know, like you, I saw your post, Monica, your post, the one, I don't know when it was, but it was your thankful for this month. The one where you had the house where you get to see kids. I was like, that's so cool. You know, like, and
I'm so excited.
Mhm.
I'm so excited. And that is enormously huge. Enormously huge because that's exactly what I mean about that, you know, you want to set goals of having 3 ambassadors or 3 customers a week. And I want to set goals like become a jewel, but some of the things aren't, they don't do it for me. But being able to put down the down payment on that rental and not give it a second thought was just, I cried. There was no I could have. I did. I cried because I was so happy. We've never been able to do anything like that before. And I did not think that that was possible for me to help my family this way while I still have so many people in my house. I thought that would be later on. So I'm so excited about that. And I want people to know about that. And I hope that that encourages other people too. But yes, I'm so grateful just for that. Just for that. Totally worth it.
That's awesome. And that's amazing. That's what this business is about. Sorry, go ahead, Rhonda.
Oh, no, that's okay. That's okay. I just keep thinking of things. Also, you want to incorporate, Monica, like you did. You want to incorporate your story. You incorporated your story into a post because that's real life. This is exactly what happens in your life. So good job on that. Good
Thank
job.
you. Thank you. Thank you too for starting the, I haven't seen it this year and I had seen it a lot in other years, but thank you for starting the gratitude challenge because my husband did, he laughed, he goes, well, aren't we supposed to be grateful every day? Well, of course we are, but that's not the point here.
Smack.
Men, I know, seriously, men and their anti-social media everything. He's on everything. He just looks at it all. He doesn't post anything.
Yeah.
So I said, yes, but you know, pictures are worth 1,000 words. You know this. And speaking our gratitude helps other people to understand, you know, that there's more. There's more that they can hope for. And there's little things to be grateful for. Big, all of it. It's all worth saying thank you.
Right. And you know, I never started this business wanting the trips, the car, anything like that. I never wanted to do that. However, that is a blessing. And
Absolutely.
each blessing that God gives us, we need to share. And it's not bragging. It's just saying this is what life can be like.
Yep.
So that's huge.
If
It
you get
is.
it in. Did you hear that?
Good.
No, you cut out.
What?
Say it
I
again.
said that is what life can be like if you give it to him.
Mhm.
Exactly. Perfect. Yes.
Mhm.
Somebody was saying yesterday, I wanted to meet with another ambassador up here. We're doing an opportunity meeting tomorrow night with another one. And she said, I committed to something else and turned it down, and I don't want my family to think I put Plexus before God and everything else. I'm like, no, absolutely not. I don't want to meet up with you if you feel that way. No, I will be back.
Yep.
That is what this is. I said, you need to focus on God, family, then Plexus. I said, perfect. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Truth.
Yes.
Boom.
Boom. Okay, I do have one more thing to share. In case anyone is interested, I wanted to tell you a little bit about Teamzy. I don't know if anybody else has used it or has seen it or heard about it. It is a little expensive, but when we were talking about Jewel over the summer and, finding out the dates for next year's trip and everything, I went bonkers and believed in myself. So I signed up for their 30-day trial, and it is kind of cool because I am not very organized and I would like to be more organized. I know that sometimes it would help more. The more people you meet with, I don't even know how people keep it together, but because even a notebook I don't think would work, but I did want to share this. They are theirs. Okay.
Is it spell that for us?
TEAMZY.
Oh, I see it. Okay, thank you.
They're built by a man, I can't remember his name, I'm so helpful, who was also a network marketer. And it's for any company, and when you sign up, you put in your company so that they have all the information for most of the network marketing companies out there. You can upload your entire Facebook friends list, and then you can you see this? I don't know which I have to move. Move you.
You can go right on the corner and you can make it smaller. Can you see that? The yellow, is it the yellow one?
This
Brianna,
one?
is that right? Yeah, make it smaller. There you go.
Okay. This little person over here in the corner, you can add people. So if you meet people on the street, you can click on that and it will pop up their little box to put what they are, their name, their email, their phone number. I loved the most when I started it that in the bottom left corner is my why. All of the time in my face, every day I go to it. And so that's important. Then you set up your goal, maybe of annual income, and they set up how many of your particular people you need to meet with per day. Killing it this week. But anyway, it keeps track
Give
of.
yourself a break, girl. My
Well,
goodness,
okay,
you're
I do
so
have
hard on yourself.
two sick
Yes.
people this week. So, and Steve just left town again. So that's no excuse. Other people do this.
Yeah, but life happens. Just now,
It does.
bandwagon.
It does. So it keeps track of it at the bottom. I can click off. I haven't done mine today, but I'm doing this, and I do this, and I did that. But you click on, you can type in your people. So I'll type in one of my ambassadors. We'll say I talked to her. So I click on connect, and then it says how I talk to her. So if there are people that I'm talking to at church, bang in person, and we talked about the 14-day challenge, and then I can set it, I can log that, and then I can schedule a follow-up. And in, you know, whatever dates you want to. I mean, that alone is just, because I just realized the other day when one popped up that there was someone who had been pregnant, and I had talked to her when she was in her last month or something, and she said, I just can't, I can't think about this right now, but please, when the baby's about 3 months old, contact me again. Okay, that's very specific. So I had put in a custom date, and I got back to her, and that's so exciting because she has 10 kids, and she just had her 10th, and she has 2 or 3 who are on the autism spectrum. And we had been talking about Mega X and Triplex and X Factor Plus and all of the positives that I've seen in my Aspie children and other people in theirs, and just being able to have all of this information right in front of you all of the time, however you want it. I normally like paper planners. I normally like paper in my hands that I can flip through. But for this purpose, I just love this. And they have scripts for, where are those? They have follow-up scripts. Here. So if you have anything, any one of these. So let's say it's your 10th Connect. I mean, it's just, you know, sometimes I sit and overthink all of the thing. What can I possibly say? Just let them know I'm here. Hey, have a great day. That is a connect, and it is a connection that will matter to a lot of people, that you're just checking in. That has nothing to do with Plexus whatsoever. I am just saying hi and reminding you that I'm here for you. If you need me, I'm thinking about you. That's it. Anyway, so I just wanted to share. I think they have, again, with the helpfulness, I swear. I think
After this, you need to say like 20 positive affirmations and do it. I have a question though.
It's, yes.
How much is it a month for that? Or do you pay yearly?
That's what I was going to say. I think you get 2 months free if you pay it ahead of time. So you get 1 month to try it out. And then at the end of that, if you pay for the year, I believe it was $297.
Okay.
If you don't pay it all in one chunk like that, I think it is $30 a month. So it comes, I think that comes to less. My math is not happening this morning.
Yes, it's quite a bit less actually.
Yeah. So
okay,
just as an, you know, an idea, because I had also tried Lexi by Plexus, which is not, it's not a terrible idea. It doesn't do this, keeping track of people, and then they were inundated with messages too. It was just a little more than a lot of people. You know, when you say less is better. Yeah, it probably is. I have people who, how do I unshare now? Do you know?
up at the top,
You
should be a
Stop share. Yay. So anyway, I thought that was really worth sharing because they have it so well laid out. They have some coaching on network marketing too. A lot of the coaching I'm finding as I've gone through it doesn't exactly mesh with the feel I have had with Plexus. The other network marketing companies are different or doing something wrong or something, because they do not have the same kind of feeling. But I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm glad I did this today because I'm so excited. Yes, ma'am.
Question. So on there, is it just an app that's on your computer, or can it be an app that goes on your phone, or is it an online, like?
It's on my computer. I have not checked to see if there is anything on my phone. It would be really cool if they could do that too.
They would definitely be worth the money for sure.
I'm not even kidding you. Seriously, that would be, let me double check. Let me double check while I'm playing.
Because I've been searching for something where I can just like keep everything together, and I love paper because I like to be able to hold the things in my hand, but it's like I have this huge pile of crap that I take with me everywhere.
Right, exactly.
You know?
I think they don't have an app, but I'm checking to see if they're the online, so I'm in Safari. I think they've got this mobile optimized, so
Okay.
that's pretty great. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty close. Let me see.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
so that's in Safari, but yeah,
So then there's no excuses, right, guys?
exactly. I mean, the follow-up, everybody talking about that, all that is so unbelievably true. How many people need to hear from you 20 times before they finally, enough with you, I'll sign up, or whatever. Or whatever, believing that themselves that they're going to stick with it. I mean, really, just, I've been there. I get that a lot.
Yep.
It's a lot. It can be a lot of money for people who are convinced they're going to fail, and because they've given up before. So I understand that. Yep, that follow-up, huge.
Yep. And I think that's what's missing in my business, because I'm so focused on everything else that's going on in life that it's like, oh crap, I need to do that. Oh crap, I need to do this.
I know. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying I'm going to find that video again, because her saying that she reaches out 1 week, then skips a week, and then does follow-up.
Well, and that's the thing, is we have to find what works for us personally.
Right.
Everybody's life is so different that, and I think that's where I've been struggling, because it's like I want to do what everybody else is trying to do, but everything that I've tried so far has not worked.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing that Teamsy, I'm like super excited about it, because it's all in one place. Like you said, uploading your Facebook group or your Facebook friends, and it's like, oh, I can like shuffle through these people, reach out to these people, because Facebook Messenger is not working for me, because it's like,
exactly.
Them back. Oh crud, did I do this? And
exactly.
My phone went through an update, and it's like, it doesn't show me when I have a text message now. Like, it shows it for a second, and I'm like, oh, and then I forget because I'm busy doing other things. It's like, goodness gracious.
Perfect. I know. And every time I say hi to somebody, I'm not going to scribble it in a notebook and then remember to look back and then easily find that from 3 months ago. Oh, the last time I talked to her was, whoops, I was supposed to call her. I mean, I'm just, tired, dithery life, whatever. I just felt like if I keep this one tab open and I check it every day and I put in every day what I have done, then reminders, huge.
Mm-hmm.
Huge.
At your IPA.
Yeah, exactly. Which is my excuse, because I can take a screenshot of that and share that in the Messenger group.
Yes, you can. Perfect. I can't wait to see it.
What?
But like
Pardon me.
you're saying, find what works for you. I have to post in Messenger or I don't do my IPA. So that's the only reason why I post, because that I can't do the IPA challenges in the other groups because I
Right.
feel like I have to do that and then my stuff. And so I found that doesn't work for me. But posting, making sure, and it's not like rubbing it in anyone's face like, ooh, I did this. It's just for
I got it
me.
done. That's right. I got it done. Yay me. Next day. I know. No, you're doing great. Ah, exactly. Okay. I'm excited. We did good.
I'm so proud of you. This was awesome. I loved it.
Yay. Thank
I'm so
you.
glad I nominated you.
I'm glad you're not in trouble.
Yay!
Woohoo.
Well, thank you so much for doing the meeting. Like I said, I'm super excited. You taught us a lot. And the Teamsy thing, I think I'm going to do it.
I know, for 30 days too, just
Yeah.
30. I mean, the fact that they give you a whole month to try it out, really, it will prove its worth.
Yeah.
It will. And they have, like I said, they have challenges too. I mean, I do think they're paid for. I don't know that I've seen any free ones. They have paid for challenges for a month or two where they give you an action step every day for your IPA to get out there and kill it.
Yes.
It's so hard to marry that with I want to help people, because I do. I do. I want to do all of the things, because I know that is what you were saying before, Brianna, is exactly what I said in my live last night, because it is something that we have to remember that even if we don't have our own ability to believe in ourselves and our importance on this planet and our specialness, we're going to meet people, and something we have to say to them is going to matter. Even if we don't do the big things, and we might, somebody else might do the big things if they get a chance to talk to us and know about this. And if they don't, then they don't get to do the big things. And what? This is what we're here for.
Mm-hmm. You've got to share your gift. God gave us each an individual gift. And if we're hiding and we're not sharing that gift, we are doing the world an in-service.
Yep.
Because each one of us is special in our own way. And, you know, sometimes it takes a little longer for others to open up and make that happen. But when you do that, you're going to be powerful. Every single one of us are going to be extremely powerful. But it's opening that up and saying, is this what you want me to do? And he says, yes, then you run.
That's right.
Scary.
Out away. Okay, I think we're good. Thank you.
All right. Bye. Good job.
Bye.